Hello, Gemini. This is Maxine Taylor, America's first licensed astrologer, with your March 2019 astrological forecast. And there's so much going on. And normally I would do things in a certain sequence, but I've got to jump in with Mars. In your chart, Mars, the red planet, is what we throw ourselves into. It comes first to us. Wherever it is, that's what you throw yourself into. You fight with, you fight for, passion, action, all during March. It is hidden in your 12th house of the subconscious and behind the scenes activities, and it indicates that you are in a preparatory mode, which is wonderful. In the 12th house, there is a tendency to stuff anger. My suggestion is get to the gym and work it out there. The tendency is also to do many things away from prying eyes. Now, on the 31st, I don't know if you can read my handwriting, but you see that arrow is pointing to the Gemini ascendant, because on the very, very, very last day of March, Mars moves into Gemini. It crosses your solar ascendant, and look out. This is you saying, out of my way. Mars in Gemini gets up on its horse and rides off in all directions at once. You will be active. There will be no stopping you with Mars and Gemini. You will have incredible energy. And of course, then in April, excuse me, Mars is going to be in your first house. And there will be, as I said, no stopping you. You'll say, my way or the highway. I'm doing it my way. And you'll be doing two things at the same time. I love it. Okay, now I can start with the beginning of the month. So, looking up here at Venus, Venus is love. It is beauty. It is money. It's sitting in your 9th house. And so the 9th house deals with a higher mind. It deals with travel. It deals with higher education. It deals with foreign lands, people from foreign lands. It deals with philosophy. You're able to see the big picture. And then on the 26th, it moves into your 10th house of your career. And you are popular, you are loved, you accomplish mightily. And you say, yay, I'm thinking of starting a new business. And I'm going to tell you, no, don't do it then. Because Mercury, the planet of communication, correspondence, transportation, is retrograde pretty much the whole month of March. It goes retrograde, stationary retrograde on the 5th. And it's fully retrograde by the 6th. It stays that way until the 28th and 29th of the month, which means you are not going to start any new projects, particularly those relating to your career, on the retrograde Mercury, which is all month. What you are going to do is tie up the loose ends of unfinished business, okay? Yeah, you're going to use common sense. If your car dies, you got to get a new one. If the refrigerator dies, you got to get a new one, okay? But traditionally, you don't start a new project on a retrograde Mercury because it either fizzles out completely or has to be redone within the year. Okay, now, there are other things going on at the beginning of the month. First of all, we have a new moon on the 6th. The new moon is the time of beginnings. That means that on the 4th and the 5th, there's no energy. That's when we're in the dark of the moon. On the 6th, in your career house, the moon starts growing, and that's when you start moving forward. However, you're not going to start a new project. You're going to tie up the loose ends of unfinished projects. And then In early April, you launch your new career, your new business. Okay, there is another planet that does its number right around the 5th and the 6th, and that is Uranus. Now, Uranus has been in Aries. Go get them, Aries. Uranus is the rebel. It rebels. It busts loose. It's innovative. It's independent, and it marches to its own drummer. And that is what people born under the sign of Aries have been doing for the past few years. They're just so unpredictable. They've been unpredictable. There's Uranus and Aries. Now, on, let me get the exact date here, the 6th. I wasn't sure if it was the 5th or the 6th. Uranus enters practical, logical, take it slow and easy. Let's talk about money, Taurus. But with Uranus on your 12th cusp of your solar chart, your psychic ability increases. The 12th house is the subconscious. And so your ability to be divinely inspired, to be psychically inspired, increases. And this will continue through 2025. This is wonderful. But what it also indicates is that, yeah, you're a hidden rebel. You're going to pull back and retreat and do your own thing, and you're going to do it your way. Do it your way. Okay, back up here. We've got Mercury confused. Do I start a new career or not? No. No. Venus sits in your 10th house after the 26th, and your public image is wonderful. People love you. The sun, the center of our solar system, the giver of life, is also in that 10th house in Pisces. And with the sun in the 10th, you're the leader. The sun shines a light over the career area of your chart, which is really beautiful. On the 20th, the sun enters Aries. It moves into your 11th house, and you're saying, I'm going to be the leader with my friends in my groups. And so you move your attention from your career to your friends. And believe me, the sun says, I'm the king. I'm doing it my way, as you will with your friends. So we've got the new moon up here on the 6th. We got Mercury retrograde on the 6th, 5th and 6th. We got Uranus moving into Taurus on the 6th. We talked about the new moon in Mercury, and the sun, of course, is shining a light wherever it goes. 2 weeks after the new moon is the full moon. And the full moon is the 20th. And it's in 0 degrees, 9 minutes of Libra. Right here on this 5th house of children, fun and games, enjoyment, creativity. This is the house I call fun and games. Fun, fun, fun. Trying. It's just go for it. And so as you focus on your career with a new moon, by the full moon, you are ready to play. You are ready to enjoy yourself. You've put your time into your career, and now you're ready to reap the rewards of pleasure. How fun is that? You might say, well, what do you consider to be fun? Anything that gives you pleasure. Think about it. Okay. So I think I've covered everything. My full moon ceremony is on March 20th. It's my gift to you. If you're in Atlanta, it's at the Phoenix and Dragon bookstore at 7 o'clock. Please join us. There's no cost. If you can't be there in person, tune in to 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Convert your time zone to Eastern. And tune into the energy and be part of a beautiful, loving group. And if I have not sent you a copy of your actual chart, your actual birth chart, not the interpretation, but the actual chart, just go to my website, MaxineTaylor.com. Send me your birth data, month, day, and year. city and state if you're born in the United States, city and country if you're born outside the United States, and the exact time you were born. And I will shoot you back a printout of your actual birth chart. So, I hope you've enjoyed your forecast, Gemini, and till we meet again, may the stars shine brightly on you and yours. Bye for now.